Good evening, controllers. Good evening, controllers. Um, I hope you all are ready. You all are in for a treat. My last time being live was Sunday night, so I skipped yesterday because I was not feeling the best. So, um, For those who are new to this channel, I would like to welcome you all to Arcade Intelligence, also known as AI or Ace Intel. Um, this is a nostalgic gaming platform. So overall, I will be recapping and walking you all through walkthroughs from various games from the Nintendo Entertainment System on up to the current systems of every generation um, of what I played since. And I was born in 1987, so my first console was the Nintendo Entertainment System. But enough about me. Just letting you all know um, what the purpose of this channel is for. Um, This first game I'm playing is The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, released in the US in 1992, and it was released in Japan in 91. And so far, I have completed 4 walkthroughs, and tonight's episode is episode 5, so it'll be the 5th walkthrough. And if you tuned in on Monday night, you've noticed that I started titling my episodes, and Monday's night episode was Goodies Part 1. Tonight's episode is Goodies Part 2. And if you remember Monday, I mentioned why I titled it Goodies, and it was because after completing the first dungeon in the Dark World, which is Crystal number 1, I took you all on a Goodies tour. And on that Goodies tour, we started collecting items immediately, and we're going to pick up where we finished off with that Goodies tour. But I'm going to recap what we completed Monday. So Monday, we did find a special item. We found the second medallion, which is the Quake medallion, and as we proceeded to the dungeon, we found the special item that was in the big chest in the dungeon was the magic hammer, which allows you to smash wooden items and stakes in the ground, and you can use it to attack and kill enemies as well. We got that from dungeon number 4, which is Crystal number 1, and that dungeon is called the Dark Palace dungeon. And we used that magic hammer to defeat the dungeon boss, which is called the Hammer King, and we obviously earned another heart container. And after we did that, we got the first crystal and freed the maiden who stuck inside of the crystal. As of now, so we have one of the maidens of the 7 maidens, or the 7 crystals. After leaving that dungeon, we found 3 heart pieces, so that gave us 16 of the 24 heart pieces found, meaning we have 2/3 of the heart pieces found. And at this point, we have 12 heart containers of the 20 heart containers. So I think that's pretty good. And after collecting those items, we also found the shovel from the pig in the Dark World, who is also known to us as the Flute Boy. When we're in the Light World, he was turned into a pig, and that's the shape he turned into in the Dark World. And he gave us a shovel, and we used that shovel to find his flute, which we found his flute nearby where the flute boy plays his flute in the light world, and we played it for the pig one last time in the dark world. I know it can be a little confusing, but we played it for him, and he went on to glory and passed away on the tree stump where he plays the flute. And we also went to Kakariko Village and played the flute in front of the bird statue in Kakariko Village and earned the Flute Boy's bird, which allows us now to fast travel in the light world of Hyrule. So that was the reason why I named this episode Goodies, because those were a lot of goodies. And tonight's episode is Goodies Part 2, and you're in for a bigger treat because we're going to do what I just listed times 2. So let's jump right in. I hope you all are excited. I plan to go while I'm off this week because I work a full-time job and travel for work. I'm taking advantage of going live as much as possible to give you all more episodes. And I'm saying that to say, when I start back working or go back to work, I will not be live every night, but I will do my best to go live to still give you all content to see. So just bear with me, and I hope you all enjoy episode number 5 tonight, which is Goodies Part 2. So let's jump in. And tonight we're going to start from Link's house, aka AI's house, which is Arcade Intelligence. If you see, we have, most of our items are filled up for the most part. We have a whole row, a whole row of items completed, which is really good. And tonight we are going to fill up most of this. So let's get on it. So first things first, we left off in handling business in Kakariko Village. And we played the treasure chest game as well when we earned one of our heart pieces. But we couldn't go any further into Kakariko Village in the Dark World. So tonight we're going to get inside right now. What I'm doing is heading to the location of where you would go to get to Kakariko Village in the Dark World. And I used the bird to fast travel to Kakariko Village. So that's where your flute comes in handy at. So we're going to head towards the Lost Woods. We're going to only be in the Lost Woods for maybe 3 seconds. Because to get into Kakariko Village as of now, while in the Dark World, you have to use some of your strengths to your advantage. So we're going to come over here, come straight to the right as soon as you come in, and come back down through here. You can run into this tree. Fill up your magic meter right there. Take out your hammer. Beat the stake down. Lift up this regular rock. Throw it. And you're in the upper area. The same area. Now you can go to Kakariko Village now. At the top we're doing pretty good. We have a lot of rupees. Bombs are filled. Missing 1 arrow from being fully filled. If we wanted to right now, we could actually go and upgrade it to its maximum amount, which is 70. But since we're over here, we're gonna come over here and earn another heart piece. This is like the second most difficult place to come to get your heart piece. It's similar to that game we was playing when we was begging for the heart piece, but this time we'll be playing a treasure chest game. That's why you see a treasure chest on top of the building. So this guy wants you to pay him 30 rupees to pick 2 chests, and you're hoping that the chest you pick has the heart piece in it. It's easier than a shoveling game to me, but you know, it's random at the same time. So we got an arrow, we got a heart, but not a heart piece. So you exit and you just keep playing like we did with the shovel game. So let's just try our luck and just keep trying. Got one bomb and another bomb. So I don't know how many times we're going to end up playing this. I wanted to get this out of the way because playing this game can eat up your money, and it's eating up the time of what I have set for what we're going to accomplish tonight. But I want to go ahead and get it out of the way and be realistic. So it's just based on your guess. You have to be lucky. At least we earned 100 rupees, so this our 3rd time playing. So we made 10 bucks back. No, I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna try to pick in another area. Oh, the man said pay me first. Here you go. We missed our chances of. Oh, we earned another. Oh, we got it. It was a good guess. Got our money back, all of our money back, and the heart piece. Perfecto. I thought that was going to be a rigged game because we tried to play before we paid. Man said that's not how the casino works. Alright, so now that we have the, and by the way, that was the last most difficult heart piece that you would have to get. Avoid this guy in the field. He's the equivalent of that guy in the Lost Woods who will bump into you and take your goods from you, so don't even walk through that field. I forgot all about him. He'll keep his eye on you, and he will, you come near him, he's going to bump into you. I'm just trying to give you all a tour of Kakariko Village real quick, or how it looks in the Dark World. This right here is similar to like what that private shed was over here, which is gone now. But if you place a bomb in front of here, you'll get a treasure chest inside with 300 rupees. I'm not going to go in there because obviously our rupees are at its maximum amount, so I'm not going to waste my time. Well, I guess I said it right. I'm not going to waste my time. And but you see, most of these homes are missing their roof. It's the dark world, so everything here is dark and evil. So it's everybody here in Kakariko Village are enemies for the most part, unless you're going inside a home and playing games. I forget what's inside this home, but this is normally where the bug catching net guy is, if I'm not mistaken. Well, actually, this is his home. This will be the bar area. This is that area that's bushed up with all the bushes around. And there's a guy in there selling items. You all know how I feel about that. Here's another home. And another guy over there. It's a treasure chest. I forget what's in his chest. Oh, 300 rupees again. So that's 600 rupees in the Dark World. I just wasted 300 rupees. But, you know, our next big spend would be to upgrade all of our arrows. These homes you cannot get into. They have them shut. So, and of course this pool over here is where the man with the bottles be sitting at. And this is where the bird statue is, and you look on the map, it's also where crystal number 4 is. And we went from crystal number 1, which is where the Eastern Palace was in the light world, over here to, we didn't do crystal number 2, which is down where we flooded the shed at, and we're not doing crystal number 3 yet, which is in the Lost Woods. We're going straight to 4, and we need crystal number 4 to make this episode what I titled it to be, which is Goodies Part 2. So this is our fourth. Technically it's the 7th dungeon, but for us this is going to be the 5th dungeon we complete. So yeah, so just bear with me. This is my favorite dungeon of the whole game, by the way. And it's my favorite dungeon because it allows you to get all the goodies that we're going to get. So completing this dungeon does a lot. I forgot to show you all the map before we got it, but we're gonna look at it now. So as you see, we're on basement level 1. And even when we're on the layer we just jumped off of with the green flooring, you're still on basement level 1. But this dungeon is special in my opinion because it has underflooring. So it's like the whole dungeon is in a puzzle format. So since it's in a puzzle format, you know, you have to figure it out. So let's just look at that map again. As you see, we have a small part of where basement 2 is. We're going to have to find some stairs to go down to basement level 2. And it's not connected to basement level 1, or floor number 1 is not connected either, but they never are. We have to use stairs. So anywho, we're just gonna proceed. So we're gonna jump down and go up. And watch out for the red guys. You all know the red enemies like to attack you. The guys in blue, they're just there. You know, they just walk around, and if they bump into you, that's considered an attack. Avoid those yellow stars, because with those yellow stars, if they touch you, they will turn you into a bunny rabbit. And you all know, if you turned into a bunny rabbit, as if we don't have the moon pearl that we earned from the Tower of Hera when we was earning the pendant of, so you have courage, wisdom, and power. I believe that was the courage or wisdom that we earned. The red pendant when we was fighting the snake with the tail. From that big chest, we got the pendant of, not the pendant, but the moon pearl, which prevents Link from turning into a bunny rabbit when he's in the dark world. That's what those yellow stars will do to you if they touch you. So avoid them, because you don't want to remain that. I'll show you. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4 seconds of being a bunny rabbit, meaning an enemy can still attack you while you're in that mode. Come up here and run into that wall. This will make an entryway to the other side of the wall. There's a cracked wall. Let's see if we can open it. Normally in dungeons we can't open cracked walls, but yes, I believe you can open that one. You can't do anything in this room, but there were skulls to pick up with goodies inside. We're gonna jump down from right there. Oh, they hid that one. Just stay right here. Hate that they try to fight you underneath the underpath and you can't really see. Oh no, they're about to kill us. That's not good. I hate to do this, but I will use one of the fairies. I hate to hear that meter blink and beep at you, because I don't like to see Link fall to his death. It's like a pet peeve of mine for whatever reason. It always used to make me nervous when I was younger. In today's time, they make Link flash. I think they should bring that beeping sound back, so that you know, like, hey, be on your P's and Q's, fight smarter. And you come up these stairs, I believe in that treasure chest. Let me see, we have the map already. I believe this one is the compass. So this will show you where the dungeon boss is. And he's on the same level as us, but you know, we're not there yet, but we're gonna make our way there. Oh Lord. I hate that. And we're gonna come over here underneath, go to this chest, and we have the big key, so we're ready. All we have to do is make our way through the rest of the dungeon, probably find some locked doors or something, and be prepared to fight. Let me see. I'm gonna search around and make sure we're not missing anything. Let's see. Link got a little nervous there. You see, we have our big key at this point. If I remember right, we can move forward in this dungeon. So from here, you just keep going up and come up on this side. And there's your key to get inside the big door with the big lock. There's a small key that we need, so maybe one of these enemies have it, or it's under a skull or something. Let's see. There it is. There's a door right there. Can't do anything in this room. It says that's where the boss is, so let's open this door. Right when we had our hearts, all hearts replenished, but can we, you know what, I never tried, can we get rid of this fire? It would be very nice if they had that ice rod as a way to get rid of that fire. They would have been very smart on the developers' end. Maybe it wasn't enough room on those cartridges back there in the program. That would have been nice. Just freeze the ice and the fire and get rid of it. They should do this is the only Legend of Zelda that I wanted remade in the HD version, and I would love if the developers did that. Like, I'm sure they keeping that one in the archives. They already know that it will sell because this game is a hit. So that Nintendo is probably like, you know what, if we ever just go downhill and need to just make a few 50 million bucks plus, maybe 100 million bucks plus, we're gonna redo a HD version of this, and we're going to add some enhancements to it, like make things like that fire go away when you throw your ice rod at it or something like that. That would be cool. So they'll get my 60 or 70, however much it costs, they'll get that easily from me, and I know from all the true Legend of Zelda fans, they will get their money as well. There we go. I'm playing very poorly tonight. I didn't go live at all last night because I wasn't up to it and just feeling under the weather, so I was like, ugh. So I'm juggling a lot at once, trying to earn my IT certification, so I'm studying for that. Looks like we cannot get in and read that message, but anyway, we'll still proceed. I want us to hit the switch that makes it red to do that. Yeah, stay in the doorway and kill those little lizards. Giving us bombs, so that's a kind of a hint. I'm gonna throw this bomb right here. Throw it on this cracked floor. Oh, and they had bombs in the chest for us as well. That was nice. Just turn him red at this point. I believe we gotta turn him back blue, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, he has to be blue so we can enter here and to get through here. Anybody has a heart container? Hate to use one of my fairies, but looks like we're gonna have to do that. It was glowing dark for some reason. It's like, are they not gonna let me get my fairy? That skeleton does not want to get hit. I was hoping to get a heart piece out of her. Oh yeah, use a pot on your enemies when they step in your way. Oh yes, love a heart container. It's one of my favorite items to pick up, to be honest. I'm gonna pick up this stone even though that door open. I'm gonna look at our map. Yeah, we need to explore this whole area in B2. So let's go straight down, get that part out the way. Come over here first. Anybody have a heart piece? That's a big lock. Another big lock. There's a maiden up there. Okay, let's talk to her. She's like, oh, thank you very much. You saved my life. Please take me outside. Can you run? Yay. She can keep up. Key. Open this door. Now let's smash. These are molds. Smash the mold down. Oh, so you got the Titan's met. Now you can lift the heaviest stones that were once impossible to budge. Get out of here. Ooh, that was a close one. So if you look down, our power glove has been upgraded to the Titan's Mint in its gold, which now means those darker stones we've been seeing but unable to pick up, we will now be able to lift those now. So that's really good. So, and that's the main item we need to make this episode possible and live up to its titles, which is Goodie's Part-2. So at this point, since we found the item in the chest, we can go and fight the boss. Let's get out of here. This lady says she wants to go outside. We're gonna take her outside. some ladies like to see a man fight. So according to our map, the boss is right inside. So we're gonna give her a show before we take her outside. And the room is well lit. She said, too bright. What do you know? We are fighting a dungeon boss. This boss is called Thief. Thief, and it has something behind it. Did you just attack their heads? Really? Just go until you can't use your beams from your master sword to kill them, but just attack the head as much as possible and 3 of them come to life. You just kill them that easy. Another reason why this is my favorite dungeon. So yeah. But that boss is called Thief. It's called I apologize. That boss is called Blind the Thief. So her name is Blind, but she's a thief. And that light was too bright in her eye. She said, AI, because of you, I can escape from the clutches of the evil monsters. Thank you. As the wise man sealed the way to the dark world, the Knights of Hyrule defended them from the attacks of evil monsters. I heard that the Knights of Hyrule were nearly wiped out in that battle. You, perhaps the last one to carry on the bloodline of the Knights, it is ironic that the last one in the line has the potential to become the hero of legend. Surely you can destroy Ganon. Do you understand? May the way of the hero lead to the Triforce. So we earned a new heart container, which now puts us at the 13th of the 20 heart containers total. So that's pretty good. From here, let the goodies begin. Because now that we have our Titans met, we can now do something. So what do I want to do first? Let me look at this map. Let's see. Oh, I know what the first thing I would like to do with these gloves. Since we can pick up the darker stones now, let's test it out. Let's pick up these dark stones. See, we couldn't do that at first. Stones like that was preventing us to get into Kakariko in the dark world. Use our hammer and smash these stakes. Well, sorry to smash you, boneless cuckoo, but you were in the way. What we did was we made that tree stump turn into a cellar. So let's see what's down in the cellar. What do you know? We have a heart piece. So now we have the 17th of the 24 heart pieces, which is really good. I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah, I believe that's the 17th. I could be saying that wrong. That's something I added up. It shows that we have 2. Oh, I know what we did. We got our we got that treasure chest. We played the treasure chest game and got our a heart piece from there. So actually this is the 18th of the this is the 18th of the 24 heart pieces. So yeah, sorry about that. So let's leave here, see what other goodies we can get. I like mashing those stakes down, so don't mind me. Let's see. Remember, we was in this area Monday night when we was live streaming it, and we didn't want to play the arrow game, and we couldn't come past this area because this is a dark stone. But now that we had that Titans Meg, we can lift this stone up, and if you come over here, you see this guy surrounded by dark stones. You pick it up, you talk to him. It's Ribbit, your body did not change. You are not just an ordinary guy, are you? I used to live in Kakariko Town. I wonder what my partner is doing there without me. Ribbit, I have a request for you. Please take me back to my partner. Please, Ribbit. So, this frog is not following you. If you go back to the light world, now that he's near you, you both can go into the mirror that takes you into the light world. Look, it's the partner of the blacksmith, and the blacksmith told us that he can help us out if we found his partner, and we did. So let's take him to his partner. Oh, happy days are here again. You found my partner. We are very happy now. Drop by here again at that time. We will temper your sword perfectly. Well, I gotta drive by now. All they can say is thank you. So I'm like, you know what? We'll come back right now. We want our sword tempered. Hey, you welcome. Ask us to do anything. Temper my sword. I'll give you a big discount. Sword temper, 10 rupees. Yes. I'll take that. So at this point, we don't have our sword because they're working on it. And in the meantime, while they're actually working on it, let me look at the map again of Hyrule and see what else we can do to get more goodies while they work on it. Let's see. I know what we're going to do. Yeah, since we're in the light world, we're going to use our hammer to attack people who may come at us. You can use this on enemies. Just hate you have to be in close proximity of them. But we're going to head to the cemetery. Excuse me. And as we head to the cemetery, we have some unfinished business here. Last time we stopped at the cemetery, we made a revisit at Hyrule Castle, but now, when we visit the cemetery, considering we're stronger and can pick up these darker stones now, back up. He lucky we don't have our sword. Pick up one of these rocks. Let us take him out. We can pick up these dark stones that's surrounding this grave and run into it. Go down into the cellar and let's see what's down here. We have a magic cape now. It's pretty cool. So now we have on our bottom row a new item. That magic cape. It's a cool item. It uses your magic power meter. And what it does is prevent Link from getting hit, and it turns him invisible. So you can walk around enemies and things like that, or float above things. And you don't have to worry about falling and being hurt by anything. So it's a cool item. But it does uses your magic power about a second. So I think that's cool. It's a cave up here we can't reach, so it just gave me another idea. Some more goodies to get. Because now that we can reach areas that we couldn't reach before, that's basically what that Titan. Once you get that Titan's Meg, it allows you to reach that, and the mirror will allow you to get to places you could never reach before, or can't reach while in the light world. So, before we go into the dark world and try to go back towards that cave, let's see have they finished our sword. Your sword is tempered up. Now hold it. Great, your sword is stronger. You can feel the sheer power flowing through your body. And it's had a little spark to it too. It's pretty cool. So you look at it now, it's on level 3, which is really good. That means we hit a purple enemy once, he will die. Cause it's like hitting him 3 times with our original sword we started off with. So that's really, really good. And that means if you do this power swing attack to a red enemy, he should die. Because I believe that's what that swing does. It takes your sword up to a higher level. So when you swing it at someone, it takes as much damage. So let's try it out. Yep. Hit him once with that power swing. Bam. If that sword gets upgraded again, you hit him once with that sword and he's dead with one hit. But if we hit that green soldier once, well, we used our regular master sword on it when it was blue on him and he died. So, yeah, any of those guys like that, you just hit them once and boom, they're out of here. So, yeah. Let's see. Let's head up to the graveyard. Even when you, oh, darn it, I wish I would have known that fairy would have popped out because we only have one fairy left in our bottle. And I love keeping fairies in the bottle. Maybe one will pop out of these bushes. If not, we know where to go to farm our fairies on here. I wish they were as easy to farm on. They kind of are. You learn your techniques on the later versions of the Legend of Zelda. You pretty much catch your hint on how to catch and where to find your fairies at. There's one right there. On Tears of the Kingdom, to me, they was hard to fetch. Or not fetch, but hard to farm. You hear a friend of mine saying, you got it right the first time. You fetched those fairies. Okay. Just run through to these stacks of rocks. Come over here and come up here, and you'll see you can just use your mirror. And where are you now? If you use your bottles, you can smash through these pots. Basically, it has items we already are filled up on, but it doesn't hurt to grab them anyway. Should have saved one of those pots. Blow up this wall, and what do you have here? We now have our 19th of the 24 heart pieces. So we're one more heart piece from having another heart container, which is really good. I'm trying to think. As far as goodies go, after we complete dungeon number 4, let me look at the map while I think about this. Where's another heart piece? Oh, I know what another heart piece is. Bear with me. Play your flute while you're in the light world. Let your bird take you to area number 6, which is outside of the desert area. It's gonna take us on this platform we can't get to. And we're gonna pick up this rock, step into the platform to take us to the dark world. And if you see, we're near crystal number 6, which is technically dungeon number 9 of the 10 dungeons. We're gonna stay on the left side and go into this swamp right here. Avoid that. We have some treasure chests. Move this one to the right, move this one to the left, move this one up, and move this one to the left. You have your 20th of the 24 heart pieces, which is really good. You're only 4 heart pieces away, 1 more heart container away from having all of your heart pieces found, which is really good. And after you found all of your heart pieces, as far as heart containers go, all you have to do is focus on dungeons from that point. So at this point, out of the 6 heart containers that you find via heart pieces, you have 5 heart containers found. Only 1 more whole heart container to find. Meaning you will automatically have your 20 hearts. So also, oh, here's another heart piece for you. So after you leave that swamp, let me show you. After leaving that swamp, just come up here, come over to the right, come to the far right as you can. That's my secret. Come as far right as you can right there. It's kind of tricky because you would have landed on that rock and then would have taken you back to the light world. Pick up that huge rock, go in that cellar. Oh, you have a bigger block maze. Let me see. If it was me, I would move that to the right. I would move that up. Move that to the right. Move that to the right. Oh yeah, good. Now we have our 21st heart piece of the 24 heart pieces. So we only have 3 heart pieces left to find. We almost have every heart piece found, which is really good. But because we did dungeons out of order, we need certain items like to get to the rest of the heart pieces. So let's work on that. Well, the way I landed on it, I could go in from the top, but you know what? Look at the map. I think it's something else we can do. You know what? Since we can't do that, let's use our bird to get us to where we're trying to get to. Let's go to Link's house. And while we're over here, let's kill the 2 birds with 1 stone. Let's get some fairies from over here. Okay, all we need is 1 more fairy. Let's get that out the way. What else? What else? What else? What else? Let's head back to the dark world, but we're gonna use the portal that we used to travel to the dark world from walking under here, under the underpath of Hyrule Castle. So we have to go this way. After we go this way, we're going to go down this area. You should somewhat remember it. This is the path we took to get to the first dungeon in the dark world, where we met Kiki the monkey. We just use our stakes, beat them down. And from here, I'm going to go back near Link's home, but we're not going to go there. We're going to travel the field of Hyrule where all the evil monsters are. But we're going to make our way over to where the desert area is. The way we had to get there before we had our power glove that allowed us to pick up things. We had to walk that way through here. Excuse me. And when we walk over here, what I would like to do is, you know what? Scratch that. We're gonna come right back. That to save us a little time and having to come back and forth. Let's work our way back up. We're gonna go to Kakariko Village first. Cause it's 2 goodies we can get over here. Just thought about it. Right now we're gonna head to the blacksmith's home, where he's located at, well, the blacksmith home in the Dark World. So let's make it over here. Go to the blacksmith home. Lift up that dark stone. Go to his house. And you have a treasure chest. It said because the key is locked inside this chest, you can never open it. Just take it with you. So at this point, the chest, this treasure chest, which is purple, so it looks special. It's just a chest. It's gonna follow you. You cannot use your Pegasus boots though. If you do, you leave it behind. You can't jump off a platform because the chest can't jump. It can only follow you. So if you jump off a platform, oh, it's jumped off that one. So okay, don't quote me then. And under my impression, it could not jump off a platform with Link. But I guess it's jumping off today. So yeah, you just walk and it walks behind you. It's not like Kiki, so if you get hit by an enemy, it'll still be there. We're gonna take this chest with us. And Link is not a locksmith, so we have to find someone who can obviously open it so we can see what's inside. So we're gonna take it down here to where we was going at first. And with this special chest that we can't open because we're not locksmith, we're going to travel back to the light world. We're going to talk to this man sitting by this sign. He said, I heard that you know I used to be a thief, right? Well, I'll open a chest for you. Will you keep it a secret from everyone else? Would you please promise? Promise him you will. And now you have the 4th bottle. So you have all bottles now, which is really good. So everything is starting to shape up. If you look at our special item list, most of our items are filled up, which is good. But now we have 4 bottles. Now we have all 4 bottles. So 100% of your bottles is complete. Give yourself a hand clap. And let's travel back to the Dark World real quick. We're gonna walk over here in between these stakes, and we're gonna travel into the Light World. And in the Light World, we come over, and what we have here, we have one of those Hylian stones. So we had to take out the Book of Medora. Said, hold up the Master Sword and you will get the magic of Bumbos. Said, this is the Bumbos medallion. In magic makes the ground explode with power. Watch your magic meter. So now we have all of the medallions. We have all 3 medallions. So that's 100% complete. You look, we only missing 2 items on that last row, 1 item on the 2nd row, and 1 item on the 1st row. So we only have 4 more items to get. So yeah, I think that's pretty good too. So trying to think, what else can we do? What else can we do? Oh, you know what? Let's go to Death Mountain. Wait a minute. Oh, the bird was a little delayed. Let's go to Death Mountain is area number 1. Let's go to it. we are going to climb back to the very top of Death Mountain like we did when we were at dungeon number 3 at the Tower of Hera. We're actually going to go there. So we have some unfinished business. I'm getting hit bad by these rocks. We need to talk to that old man in that hut so he can replenish my hearts. I'm getting Link hurt. We have new enemies now. You hit them one time, they'll die. Because blue enemies aren't that strong. We're going to walk all the way over to where that portal was. When the first time we got a taste of the Dark World, we're going to step on this portal. Link doesn't change. Because we have that Moon Pearl. We got one heart piece. So we're just going to travel south of these bushes and jump down here. We want to smash this mole down. And I like to use a fairy while in here. But you take out your magic cape, and so you won't step on these stickers, and follow this path. And so you have to move like you actually see Link, but follow his shadow. Lift up that stone, throw it. So I believe it's all hearts in here. Pick up that, and you have, now I say you got the cane of Burnal. If you swing it once, a ring of light will protect you. I can't show you how to use it because we used up the rest of our magic power to get there, to get the cane. But now, on every roll, we only, that's missing, that has a blank spot, we're only missing one item. And the rest of those items, for the rest of that are missing, can be found in the dungeon. So we have all of our items now that are throughout the whole Hyrule, which is good. The rest of them, like I said, we have to complete the other dungeons. And I believe that's the last goodie, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I believe this was a good goodies episode. Like, you got filled up with a lot of things. We're not going to complete another dungeon because we used up a lot of time to get our goodies, but I will most definitely continue the story tomorrow and keep the journey going. I believe we covered a lot tonight. And at this point, you should feel very confident. No, not we're going to lose the fairy. Not the fairy going away. You know what? When push come to shove. Look at that. Let's go over here and get a little privacy. We're gonna call our bird. Say, take us home. We're gonna go back to Link's house. We're gonna replenish some stuff so we can be fine. Look like our door was already open. You know, I hate that beeping sound. I can't stand it. I don't like seeing Link fall to his death on The Legend of Zelda, so let's go over here, and now that we have 4 bottles, we can now have 4 fairies. I believe that's why they have 4 fairies in these fairy fountains. But in our case, we have 1 already, so we just catch 3 and get 1 for ourselves. We have so many heart containers now that she can't even replenish all of our hearts. Because I believe she only replenishes like 7 or however many she replenishes. I haven't been keeping count, but come back in. And we're going to end it right there. Tomorrow, since we skipped crystal number 2 and 3, I believe from this point forward we can go in order now, what the developers wanted us to do. And I kind of like crystal number 2. It has my second favorite item of the Legend of Zelda series. It's a classic item. So if you look at your map, we've completed crystal number 1 and 4. We still have crystal number 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7 to do. We will go in order now. I know the developers probably wanted you to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but I go from 1, 4, then 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. But I guess this is now our recapping time, and let's see, what should I speak on? Let me see. We collected 5 heart pieces tonight, which is a great accomplishment. Meaning we found 21 of the 24 heart pieces throughout the whole game. We went to dungeon number 4, which is crystal, not number 4, dungeon number 7, which is crystal number 4. And we upgraded our power glove from the power glove to the Titans, meaning we can pick up the darker stones now. We also earned another heart container there by killing the dungeon boss called Blind. She's Blind the Thief. And we found our magic cape that makes Link now avoid damage until the power meter is empty. We found the can of burner. It's a small beam that surrounds Link's, and it will run out until his power meter is empty. We found our 4th bottle, so we have all 4 bottles, which is good. We don't have to search for any more bottles. We're 100% complete with that. We have 3 medallions now, all 3. We have the Bumbos, the Quake, and Ether. So we have all of the Hylian special items and can perform those spells. So overall, we earned 2 heart containers tonight, 2 whole heart containers, 1 from completing a dungeon, and we earned 1 from the 5 heart pieces we found. So now we have 14 of the 20 heart containers. I hope you all enjoyed tonight's episode. I hope you all feel accomplished. If you all have any suggestions or anything, please leave a comment. If you have any requests, because after this episode, we're going to zoom through the rest of this journey, and this game will be ending soon, and we have to start another game. So in the near future, I'll be asking my controllers, what game do you all want to see me play from? And I'll give you all a list before you can choose that game of what you all would like to see. But yeah, support the channel by following on Instagram at Arcade Intelligence. Follow on TikTok at Arcade Intelligence. I just gotten active tonight on Discord. I'm learning it. I'm still learning what Discord is, how to actually use it, what it's about, and I'm green to it. So if anyone have any suggestions or how I can promote the channel, how I can join other communities and support them as well, please let me know. I'm also on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Ace Intel, and that's about it. So please like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate the support I'm getting so far. The support is keeping me going, and I hope you all are enjoying. So have a good evening, have a good night, controllers. I'm signing off, and see you all tomorrow night.